And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eyes Lamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College. Glad you're able to join us for this men's lacrosse matchup, non-conference matchup for both teams. The Guilford Quakers, with a record of 2-1, taking on the Brevard College Tornadoes, the host, with a record of 2-2. Should be a good one between these two squads. Tornadoes under the direction of head coach J.D. LeMay, assisted by Brenner Woodcock. The head coach of Guilford is Mark Fry. Worth mentioning the weather conditions. It is unseasonably warm, so we have the benefit of that this time of year. It's 70 degrees. However, a special weather statement currently here in the area from the National Weather Service. There is a fire in the area, a forest fire, which has actually blown some of the smoke this direction. So something for the student athletes to be contending with. Everything's been ruled safe to play so far and so forth, but we'll continue to keep an eye on it. And, we're not sure exactly how far away the fire is. We are nestled here in the mountains of western North Carolina next to the Pisgah National Forest. And, these things happen from time to time in this area. But we'll continue to keep an eye on that, and just worth mentioning to you all, the audience who might be tuning in, that we've got an interesting kind of mood as there's some smoke in the area here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Well, it's spring break for the student body here at Brevard College, so hope all the students are having a refreshing and relaxing and fun spring break, a chance to recharge the batteries before returning to classes next week. Meanwhile, the spring sports are in full bloom, and we'll have men's lacrosse action in just a few moments here as we count down towards the start of Brevard and Guilford. Tornadoes and Quakers coming up shortly. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Eyes Lamel Family Field as the Brevard College Tornado men's lacrosse team ready to take on the Guilford Quakers. Brevard 2-2 on this young season, Guilford 2-1. And a rare Tuesday afternoon of men's lacrosse here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. It's spring break for the student body, thus freeing up an afternoon such as this for this matchup between these two teams. Starting lineups for the Tornadoes: Michael Peters, Finnegan McCormick, Jack Hicks is the goalkeeper, Jacob Gravely, Frankie Howard, Lucas Harvey, Andrew McDonald, Max Dorman, Ben Wilhelm, and Parker Corbett for the Nados. Guilford starters: Wyatt Dwyer, Seth Woods, Gabe Alvarez, Avery Workman, Robbie Crocker, Andrew Birch, Joe Hervinen, Gavin Dellinger, Drew Sizemore, and Gavin Brown. Tornadoes under the direction of head coach J.D. LeMay in his second season. Brenner Woodcock is the assistant coach of the Tornadoes. And Guilford's under the direction of head coach Mark Fry. Also want to recognize this month is National Athletic Training Month. The two athletic trainers for today's game for Guilford is Sarah Gibson, and for Brevard, Noah Reisick. And we are about to get started here. Face-off between these two teams. And playing it forward there was Wilhelm of the Tornadoes, but possession goes to the Quakers. And we are underway here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, just getting started. As here's Corbett of the Tornadoes. Nice takeaway there. He plays it back to McCormick. Here's Drew Pond, who has, check that, actually Henry Konsker, who has checked in, not part of that original starting lineup. Here's Konsker, right on cue. Konsker. Defended by Birch. Corbett. Defended there by Sizemore. Gage Kyatt has entered the contest, handling the action at the moment. And then he plays it forward, was looking for Konsker, it seemed like, but possession will go to Guilford. No score here, just getting started. First minute and 20 seconds of this matchup here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Tornadoes in the white jerseys, blue shorts, blue numerals and lettering, and Guilford in the black with some white and maroon accents. As here comes Guilford the other way. Robbie Crocker out of Raleigh, North Carolina, defended there tightly by McCormick. Here's Woods. Alvarez. They swing it back around. Here's Workman. Workman tightly defended there by Zach Taylor. Here's Alvarez. And that's going to be a goal. First goal of the game goes to the Quakers. It's going to be Andrew Birch on the goal there, assisted by Gabe Alvarez. So early strike there for Guilford. So back underway here. Here comes Guilford. Atkins. Cooper on the defense there for the Tornadoes. Gavin Brown with a touch there for the Quakers. 1-0, Quakers with the early lead after the Birch goal, assisted by Alvarez. Birch. Brown. Here's Birch again. Birch defended there by McCormick. Check that, Zach Taylor on the defense there. Good job containing Birch. 32 on the shot clock. Firing off a shot there and wide was Gavin Brown. Brown, the freshman attacker from Charleston, South Carolina. It'll remain Quakers ball. Shot clock still ticking away, now at 22 seconds. Alvarez. Shot there. Defended nicely there by Hicks in the goal. Shot there was by Brown. Like Hicks made things real wide to not give Brown too much room to try to find the back of the net there. Meanwhile, here's quite the battle between Atticus Cooper and Alvarez. Now Cooper is going to use his teammate there, Gravely. So around the defensive back, here's Brevard trying to set things up. Harvey plays it forward. Taken away nicely there by Dwyer. Nice job in the air to get that 50-50 ball. Now here comes the Quakers once again. Alvarez. Brown. Hervinen. Here's Glasgow. Alvarez swinging it around to Woods. Woods trying to put a juke on Dorman. Well defended there by the Tornadoes. You can hear the applause from the crowd in attendance that they like that defensive effort. Multiple substitutions checking in now. Meanwhile, here come the Tornadoes up the near side. This is Kyatt covering a lot of ground. Kyatt plays it forward to McDonald. Andrew McDonald. Obviously a big part of this offensive attack. McCormick setting things up. And he's going to play it short there to Stone. Stone now creating some offense. Around the horn they go. Nice ball movement there by the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, 40 on the shot clock. Here's McCormick. McCormick taking on his defender one-on-one now, bullying him with the right shoulder. Now he plays it to his left to Konsker. Konsker fires a shot. It's picked up there nicely by Corbett. Nate Stone getting into the action there as well. It'll remain Tornado ball. 52 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, McCormick, the sophomore midfielder from Milford, Pennsylvania, setting things up. McCormick fires away just off the mark there. Here's Corbett. Tornadoes looking for that equalizer, down 1-0 early on here. We've played just over 6 minutes. And that's taken away by the goalkeeper, Dillinger. He's a freshman from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. That's actually where the Brevard College tennis team is at the moment. Meanwhile, back to the action we go. Here's Brown. Brown to his left. Brown playing it forward. Alvarez. Birch. Guilford applying some more pressure here. Seth Woods. Big freshman class on this Quakers squad, including Woods, also out of Hilton Head, South Carolina. This is picked up here by Hervinen. 25 on the shot clock. Shot there, nice save by Jack Hicks, but then the follow-up and the finish That's going to be a goal for Guilford. Look like Gavin Brown with the finish there. We'll get confirmation after the save from Hicks, able to score on that rebound. Gavin Brown, indeed. Number 44. Really nicely done. So just like that, Guilford's up 2-0. Hicks had a great save. He's got another great save there after that shot by Atkins. And here come the Tornadoes, maybe trying to get something going themselves now. Here's Harvey, though. He's pressured up front there by Brown, who just scored that goal. 2-0, Guilford on top. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here, period number 1. Foxwell. And once again, Hicks with the stop. And back the other way, here comes Brevard. Zach Taylor covering a lot of ground. He plays it off to McCormick. Here's Kyatt. Kyatt's being pressured from behind there. Kind of Matthew Neese was trying a sneak attack of sorts. He's the 6'4" senior. .40 on the shot clock. Frankie Howard. Atticus Cooper. And taken away there. Nice job defensively. Robbie Crocker, defender for the Quakers. And the Quakers will try to organize, get things going back the other way. Here's some defensive pressure applied by McCormick, but Quakers able to continue to push the ball upfield. Here's Foxwell. 6 minutes to play here, period number 1, 2-0 Guilford. Here's Fitch. 40 on the shot clock, 5:38 on the game clock. Fitch taking on multiple defenders. Hicks did a nice job there once again on that very back line. The goalkeeper for the Tornadoes, Jack Hicks, sophomore out of Greensboro. Here comes Guilford. On the defensive end here, get to see the Tornadoes, see if they can crack the riddle of this defense and get some meaningful attacks, as that was well defended. And here comes Guilford the other way on the counterattack. We mentioned Jack Hicks from Greensboro. That's where Guilford College is located, just down the road in Greensboro, North Carolina, where the ACC men's basketball tournament's currently happening as well. So, happened in place. 5:33 to play here. Here comes Guilford on the attack. Workman. Jared Perez providing the defense for the Tornadoes, and able to beat a double team there was Seth Woods, number 3. Quite a shot there by Woods from range. 2 defenders, and he just whipped that into the back of the net. So 3-0 Guilford on top. And Tornadoes are going to have to play from behind here. As looks like there was a face-off violation there, so it'll be Guilford possession. So once again, Guilford on the attack. Alvarez, Glasgow. Tornadoes trying to flip the script there. There was a battle there, and yes, the Tornadoes will get the ruling. So Tornadoes ball right at midfield, and here come the NATOs on the attack. Zach Taylor. Parker Corbett. Corbett, the graduate student out of Canada. Corbett, able to beat a defender there using not just the speed but the power. 3:35 to play here, period number 1. McDonald. McDonald using Corbett. Corbett swings it around to McCormick. Intercepted there by Guilford. And covering a lot of ground here. The momentum. Dellinger got the interception and was sprinting forward. Check that. It was actually Cam Walters. First time we've mentioned Walters' name. Sophomore from Greensboro. And a shot there and a goal for the NATOs. So the NATOs able to get the finish and get on the board here.
Tornadoes goal! Tornadoes goal, number 15, Frankie Howard.
Frankie Howard with the finish there. So Tornadoes needed that. 2:48 to play here in the first period, and Frankie Howard getting on the board first for the NATOs. Exciting goal there. He really made it happen. As there's a collision, a flag flies. We haven't seen too many flags. In fact, that might be the first one of the afternoon. And we'll see what this is all about. A collision right there, about 20 yards out of the goal the Tornadoes are defending. So it's going to be a penalty on the Tornadoes. Lucas Harvey, number 17, the junior from Guyton, Georgia, called that a unnecessary roughness, a late hit, and bottom line is a 1-minute penalty, a one-man down situation for the Tornadoes. So man up situation, of course, for the Quakers here for the next minute. Tornadoes are going to have to stand pat defensively. Working the ball around quickly there. Workman, Woods, and a shot there, and that's going to be a man-up goal for Guilford. So taking advantage of that unnecessary roughness penalty. And the goal there for the Quakers as Gabe Alvarez able to find the back of the net there. And the man-up goal for the Quakers puts the Quakers up 4-1. Credit the assist to Gavin Brown. So after the goal, both sides even once again. But you got to credit Guilford taking advantage of that opportunity there. First foul we've seen, where there's a flag and penalty and opportunity presented itself, and Guilford took advantage of it. Meanwhile, here's Frankie Howard trying to play it forward, looking for Scoggins. Now back the other way. Here come the Quakers. Nice. Defended there tightly by Konsker. And a whistle there. It's going to be Tornado ball. Nice job defensively by the NATOs. The lone goal by the Tornadoes thus far, scored by Frankie Howard. That's his 5th on the season. And meanwhile, here come the Quakers yet again. Alvarez. Hervinen. Here's Brown. We've seen Brown find the back of the net. Brown quick shot there. Tried to bounce that through Hicks. So we're down to the final minute of this first period. 49 seconds left to play here. Whistle, and it's going to be Tornado possession, so perhaps an opportunity here as the Tornadoes push it forward. Michael Peters. And stolen away there by Gravely. And a shot there, just missing. That was a dangerous situation for the Tornado defense, but perhaps dodged a bullet there. Meanwhile, 28 seconds left to play. Period number 1. Picked up here by Nice. Down to the final 15 seconds. Westbrook. Using McDonald. And that'll do it for the first period, with the Quakers taking a 4-1 advantage over the Tornadoes. Goals by Gavin Brown, Seth Woods, and Andrew Birch, as well as Gabe Alvarez. Alvarez also had an assist. Brown an assist as well. And the Tornado goal came with 2:43 to play in the first period. A goal by Frankie Howard, a spectacular one at that. We'll come back in just a moment and bring you second period action. Your score at the end of 1, Quakers 4, Tornadoes 1.
Finnegan McCormack, Milford, Pennsylvania. Bryce Peterson, Augusta, Georgia. Drew Pond,
Appling, Georgia.
Atticus Cooper, Louisville, Kentucky. Go Tornadoes.
Nick Charania, Evans, Georgia.
Will Scoggins, Charleston, South Carolina. Go Nados.
Frankie Howard, Jensen Beach, Florida.
Nathan Stone, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
Scott Bundy, Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Tanner Ponder, Joy, North Carolina.
Jack Hicks, Greensboro, North Carolina. Go Tornadoes.
Michael Peters,
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Max Dorman, Charleston, South Carolina.
Henry Konsker, Palm Beach, Florida.
Parker Corbett, Newsminster, British Columbia. Go Nados.
Lucas Harvey, Savannah, Georgia.
Rayon Coleman, Nashville, Tennessee. Jerry Perez, St. Augustine, Florida. Go Tornadoes.
Tristan Wallace, Newburgh, North Carolina.
Luke Norton, Edgewater, Florida. Go Nados.
Jordan Ingram, Cascade, Maryland.
Jacob Gradley, Monroe, North Carolina.
Tate Carter, Millis, Massachusetts.
Brady Perez, Chesapeake, Virginia. Gage Guyat, Mesa, Arizona.
Xavier Westbrook, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Jacob Hernandez, Santa Ana, California.
Matthew Smith, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Tate Carter, Millis, Massachusetts.
Andrew McDonald, Vienna, Virginia.
Ben Wilhelm, Columbia, South Carolina.
Let's go Nados!
Back underway here at the Eyes Lamel Family Field as second period just getting started. Guilford now moving right to left on your device. Appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be checking this out from. It's worth mentioning the weather conditions. A warm, at least for this time of year, 70 degrees currently. A special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service for Transylvania County. There are forest fires in the area, and we're seeing some of the impacts of that here with smoke in the air. Coaches and athletic trainers and game administrators were speaking before the game, making sure everything was safe, and in fact the case, but some smoky, hazy conditions here as the weather's warm, and it probably makes it feel even hotter with the current air quality. 13:33 to play here, period number 2. It's 4-1 Quakers. Quakers took a 3-0 lead, and then Frankie Howard with a goal cut it to 3-1. Tornadoes trying to get something going here early in the second period. Here's Kyatt. Kyatt defended by Woods. Kyatt. Defended there by Guilford, able to come up with the loose ball was Sizemore. Now some pressure on the offensive end there by the Tornadoes, really some frontline pressure. Meanwhile, here comes Guilford the other way, making some quick work, some nice passing through the midfield there. Here's Foxwell. And it's going to be Tornado ball as Taylor getting things started for the Tornadoes. And Guilford, they're able to quickly take it away from the Tornadoes. Here's Alvarez. Brown, already with a goal and an assist. Hervernon. Workman, using Glasgow, sends it right back to Workman. Workman defended by Zach Taylor. Workman tries to beat Taylor to his left. Now on the attack. Picked up there nicely by Tornadoes defensively. Like Lucas Harvey with a nice help defense there. Then a goal there by Guilford. Gavin Brown with the finish. I feel like we're calling Brown's name quite a bit. Guilford, by the way, a 15-7 shot advantage, 9-5 in shots on goal. Each goalkeeper with 4 saves. Guilford is really winning in this department. We'll see how this one goes. Face-offs, a 6-1 advantage thus far. And make it 7-1. As Guilford wins that face-off as well. Tornadoes with 11 turnovers, Guilford with 8. We've only seen one penalty in this contest. That was against the Tornadoes, a 1-minute violation where Guilford took advantage with a man-up score. And we mentioned Gavin Brown. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist. Frankie Howard with the goal for the Tornadoes. A 5-1 advantage here for Guilford. 11 minutes to play here, period number 2. Guilford once again on the attack. Birch. Just trying to find Brown, but it's going to be Tornado ball. As here comes Michael Peters. Peters playing it forward to Max Dorman. Dorman, the freshman from Charleston. And this is going to skip past both Stone and Consker. And it'll be, once again, Guilford possession. Guilford under the direction of Coach Mark Fry. Tornadoes under the leadership of head coach J.D. LeMay. Brenner Woodcock is the assistant coach for the Nados. 10:22 to play here, period number 2. Guilford once again setting up their offense. Glasgow. Woods. Woods firing off a shot there. It's wide. And taken away there. Great defense there by Peters. Michael Peters of the Tornadoes. The junior defender from Belmont, North Carolina. Big time play there. And then he was trying to connect to Corbett. Ball skips out of bounds. It'll be Guilford ball. 9:50 to play here, period number 2. Guilford setting up their offense once again. Here's Woods. Workman. Woods once again. It'll remain Guilford ball. Guilford sitting on a 5-1 advantage, led 4-1 at the end of one. Added a goal here in the second period. Meanwhile, here come the NATOs the other way. Max Dorman. And look like we might have a timeout with 9:01 to play here in the second period. Your score, Quakers 5, Tornadoes 1. Back here at Islamel Family Field, a 5-1 advantage for the visitors from Guilford College out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And Brevard looking to cut into that deficit. And after the timeout, here's Kyatt, McCormick, Frankie Howard. Great job, momentarily at least, picking up the ground ball. Was Consker, then Howard came up with it. So nice job by those two to keep this possession alive for the Tornadoes. McCormick. Consker. Consker fires away a shot there, just missing. Shot clock at 30 seconds. Corbett, McCormick. Tightly defended there. McCormick trying to shake off Foxwell. Now he uses Kyatt. Kyatt up ahead. Frankie Howard was trying to connect there with Corbett. Ball bounces out of bounds. 7:59 to play here, period number 2. 5-1 Quakers. Quakers from the back here, Robbie Crocker. Here's Hervinen. Alvarez. Woods. Defended there by Kyatt. It'll be Tornado ball, so nice job defensively by the Tornadoes that possession. See if the Tornadoes can get something going offensively. Have been limited to just one goal thus far. Midway here through the second period. Guilford, meanwhile, on the attack again after a takeaway there. Woods. Brown. Hervinen. Here's Glasgow. Defense there being exerted by Westbrook of the Tornadoes, junior from Charlotte. Glasgow playing it forward. Nice defense there. Once again, Westbrook. Tough work there. Some contact, but no foul. And meanwhile, some tough defense being played by Harvey, and then also a ground ball there being picked up by Westbrook. Westbrook and Harvey outstanding along with some of the other Tornadoes on that defensive effort. Now, some contact there, still no penalty. We've only had one penalty flag this entire contest. As a stick is broken there, and hustling to the sidelines is Logan Chale. And the broken stick gets thrown to the sideline by the official. So meanwhile, back to action here in Tornadoes. Perhaps with an opportunity to make something happen. However, Guilford, meanwhile, once again with possession. So Guilford able to kind of handle that broken stick situation as efficiently as they could. Hervinen to his right. Hervinen was trying to thread the needle there. Trying to find Glasgow. Check that, actually, Alvarez. Deep. Meanwhile, here come the Tornadoes the other way. Jacob Gravely. Gravely now using McCormick. Nice job there by Gravely, covering a lot of ground from the defensive position. 4:23 to play here, period number 2. Tornadoes trailing 5-1. Here's Will Scoggins, junior out of Charleston. Scoggins working his way to his right. Defended there by Workman. Shot there, firing off the shot was Corbett. Just under 4 minutes left to play. Once again, a lot of contact, but play on is the call. And meanwhile, here come the Quakers. Trying to work their way through the midfield, and they do exactly that. Workman up ahead to Walters, and that's a goal for the Quakers.
Quakers goal. Number 30.
Cam Walters with the finish. So a 6-1 lead now. As Walters able to get on the board. Walters, sophomore from Greensboro. Another face-off here. This has been a department that Guilford has dominated, and they're able to get it once again. 8-1 advantage in face-offs won by the Quakers. Quakers with a 18-9 shot advantage, so doubling up the Tornadoes in that department. Here come the Tornadoes, meanwhile. Nice job there defensively, and then the ground ball pickup by Michael Peters. Peters across midfield. Beats one defender. Short pass there using his teammate McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Konsker. Shot there was by Corbett. So good idea there, good effort by the Tornadoes. Save there for Dellinger of the Quakers. And Here's Dellinger trying to start the offensive up from the very back line himself. 2:30 to play here in the second period. On a hazy, smoky Tuesday afternoon. Warm temperatures. Meanwhile, Tornadoes will have an opportunity here. McCormick setting up the offense. And it's going to be Guilford possession, so tough break there for the Tornadoes on the turnover there. 1:55 to play here, period number 2. Now Tornadoes ball from the very back. Here's Michael Peters. Peters up ahead, looking for Cooper. Cooper with a pickup there. Cooper splitting 2 defenders. And foul there on the Tornado, so now a turnover and back the other way. Here comes Guilford. Multiple substitutions for both squads. Meanwhile, Guilford, here's Alvarez. He's had a strong first half. Workman down to 1 minute, 15 seconds left to play. Workman. Trying to connect the dots there. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Tornado ball. Here's Taylor. Zach Taylor, also a member of the Tornado football program. Meanwhile, here come the NATOs. Konsker showing some of his speed there. It'll remain Tornado ball. From the back, here's McDonald. And we've got an injured player and a stoppage here with 48 seconds to play here until halftime. Do want to recognize our athletic trainers. March National Athletic Training Month. And Tornadoes head athletic trainer Noah Reisig keeping the Tornadoes safe and healthy. And today's athletic trainer for Guilford is Sarah Gibson. 40 seconds left to play here. Guilford with a 6-1 advantage. Alvarez. Herverin. Alvarez yet again. .15 seconds left to play. Alvarez. Final seconds in with 6.7 seconds left on the clock before intermission. That's another goal for the Quakers. Number 23 with the finish there, Joe Hervinen. And impeccable timing from the Guilford side of things. Tough break for the Tornado side of things as Guilford able to get one more goal here with just 6 7/10 of a second left to play. And now Guilford trying once again. And is that going to count? Yes, it does. So at the buzzer, a buzzer-beating goal there to go up 8-1 right at the half. And the Quakers able to score 2 goals in the final 7 seconds of this first half to take an 8-1 advantage into halftime. It was Hervinen with both of those goals. They were both assisted by Alvarez in those final seconds. And Tornadoes will head to the locker room looking to regroup here, trailing 8-1 at the half. Glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Men's Lacrosse.
Graduate of the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is equipped with the core skills to be successful in any field. So what can students do after they graduate? Anything they want.
I think that Brevard College's Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is better than other programs because of the
Back here at Islamel Family Field as we are approaching the start of period number 3. Halftime here between the visitors from Guilford College and the host, the Brevard College Tornadoes. 8-1 Guilford on top. Guilford scored 4 goals in the first period, 4 in the second. 2 of those 4 goals in the second, remarkably enough, came in the final 7 seconds of play before the halftime buzzer. And Guilford with a 8-1 advantage, so a lot of work for the Tornadoes if they want to get back into this one. Hervinen scored 2 goals, both coming in that final 7 seconds for the Quakers. Gavin Brown had 2 goals and an assist. Gabe Alvarez had the 2 assists of Hervinen's goal in that final 7 seconds. He has 1 goal and 3 assists. Also goals for Woods, Birch, and Walters. Tornadoes, Frankie Howard with an exciting goal in the first period. That came with 2:43 on the clock in period number 1. The lone goal for the Tornadoes. Guilford with a 20-11 shot advantage. Jack Hicks, the goalkeeper for the Tornadoes, has 4 saves. Gavin Dellinger, goalkeeper for Guilford, with 5 saves. Guilford really dominated in a couple of categories. Face-offs, a 9-1 advantage. Ground balls, 27-11. Gavin Dellinger for the Guilford Quakers, once again with the 5 saves. He's in the Quaker defense have held the Tornadoes to just 1 goal through the first 2 periods. So we'll head to period number 3. This has been a penalty-free contest for the most part. The only penalty occurring back in the first period, a 1-minute penalty for unnecessary roughness, and Guilford was able to take advantage of that with the man-up goal. It all adds up to an 8-1 lead as we head to the start of the 3rd period. And glad you're able to join us wherever you may be tuning in from as the Quakers and Tornadoes getting back after it here. Worth mentioning the weather situation, 70 degrees. It feels even warmer, and part of the environment that these student athletes are dealing with is a smoky, hazy air quality here. There are forest fires in the area. 14:25 to play here, period number 3. On the attack there, and a shot there early on. Saved by Hicks. Nice job by Hicks. That was Hervinen. Got to keep an eye on Hervinen. He scored 2 goals in the final 7 seconds. That opening period. The second one, literally a buzzer beater. As the buzzer was just about to go off, he was able to fire that away. McCormick now for the Tornadoes. Sophomore midfielder. McCormick hands it off to McDonald. You can see the Tornadoes with some pep in their step after the intermission. Well defended there. Ultimately, Dellinger coming up with it. Goalkeeper for Guilford College. $13:20 to play. The wind is considerable as well. You can see the Stars and Stripes, the American flag, blowing from right to left on your device. And currently, Tornadoes attacking into the wind with Guilford with the wind on their back. And another penalty on the Tornadoes. Guilford yet to commit a penalty requiring any sort of time, and another man-up situation for Guilford. They took care of business in this situation back in the first period. The penalty was on Consker slashing. A 1-minute penalty for the Tornadoes. So a man down for the Tornadoes, and trying to nifty behind the back shot there was Woods. Here's Alvarez. Quick ball movement here for Guilford. Shot there, just missing. That was Hervinen. And another opportunity here. Man up are the Quakers. Missing there, and Tornadoes did a nice job that situation and able to extinguish the penalty. So both teams even up once again, and meanwhile here comes Atticus Cooper of the Nados, the junior midfielder from Louisville, Kentucky. Outstanding student athlete for the Nados. Meanwhile, he was trying to find Nate Stone, and it'll remain Tornado ball here. So Stone up ahead. Here's McDonald. McDonald, junior from Vienna, Virginia. McDonald using Scoggins. Scoggins up ahead. Howard back to Scoggins. Scoggins looking to his left. Here's Atticus Cooper. Cooper move to his left, takes a shot. It bounces long. And Tornadoes will continue with possession here. Here's Howard. Howard defended tightly there by Crocker. Crocker, 6'5", takes up a lot of ground. Up ahead here, here's Foxwell. Foxwell fires away a shot there. Wide. Hicks was there taking care of that post. Meanwhile, battle there for the loose ball. Crocker able to play it ahead for the Quakers. Here they come again. 10:45 to play here, period number 3. 8-1. Guilford ahead of the Nados. On a Tuesday afternoon, spring break here at Brevard College. 10:30 to play here, period number 3. Birch. And that'll be a goal for the Quakers, make it 9-1.
Quakers goal.
As first goal of the second half by either side. Joe Hervinen. Hervinen has scored the last 3 goals for the Quakers, and 2 of them came in those final 7 seconds. And this goal coming with 10:30 to play here in the third period, a 9-1 advantage for Guilford. Guilford looking to improve to 3-1 on the season. Tornadoes entering this game sitting right at 500. Timeout on the field with the Quakers on top 9-1. Well, I do want to catch you up around the world of Brevard College athletics. Hey, big time performance yesterday by the women's lacrosse team. A dominant 18-5 win over Sweetbriar College on the road up in Sweetbriar, Virginia. Autumn Kramer, the senior attacker, a new program record with 12 points, 9 goals, 3 assists. And the Tornadoes win 18-5. Big time performance there by the Nados, and Kramer getting it done on the offensive end. And the Tornadoes will continue their spring break trip with the opponent Guilford College, of all places, in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So if you want to make your way over to Greensboro, or if you're in that Greensboro area and want to check out that women's lacrosse game, Tornadoes and Quakers on the women's side will go at it tomorrow. Tornadoes tennis teams down in Hilton Head Island. Congrats to the women's team. An 8-1 victory over Catholic University. And back to action here. Quakers with a 9-1 advantage. Woods. Brown. Fitch. Defended there by Taylor. Here's Glasgow. Brown to his right. Defended by Peters. 20 on the shot clock for the Quakers. Firing off a shot there. Nicely done, Hicks with the save. That was Hervinen, who's had the hot hand as of late. Then Hicks, nice job picking up that ground ball. He plays it forward to Taylor. Taylor across midfield. Taylor was trying to find McDonald, but a steal there by Dwyer, flipping the script. And Dwyer up ahead to Hervinen. Gavin Brown. 8:30 to play here, period number 3. Woods fires off a shot there. Another save for Hicks. Hicks now with 8 saves. Here come the Tornadoes. Nice little counterattack here, and a shot in the finish. And count the goal for the Tornadoes. Parker Corbett. Corbett with the goal there, and the Tornadoes able to earn that second goal of the game, number 31, Parker Corbett.
Tornadoes goal, number 31, Parker Corbett.
And Tornadoes with their second goal of the game. Finnegan McCormick, give him the assist. As taken away there by Atkins. So much needed goal there for the Tornadoes. They hadn't scored since the first period. And great job there by Corbett to find the back of the net. McCormick setting him up. Parker Corbett. It's his 7th goal of the season. And assist number 1 for McCormick. He has 7 goals, but his first assist of the year. 7:12 to play here. Smoky conditions continuing. There is an advisory from the National Weather Service for parts of Transylvania County. Nearby fires. Hoping everyone is safe and those will be taken care of soon. Meanwhile, 6:50 to play here, and here come the Quakers on the attack. Alvarez. 9-2 your score after the Parker Corbett goal. Parker Corbett, a graduate student out of New Westminster, Canada, transferred from Averett. which is actually where assistant coach of the Tornadoes, Brenner Woodcock, came to the Tornadoes from as well. Woodcock had a strong playing career as well as Averitt, as did Parker Corbett. And Parker Corbett from New Westminster, Canada. If you're wondering where New Westminster is, it's just outside of Vancouver in British Columbia. So on the west coast, and from the Vancouver area, Parker Corbett, a graduate student athlete here at Brevard College, and able to score that goal. 5:15 to play here. Guilford will set up things from the back. 9-2 your score. It's been all Guilford, a 30-13 shot advantage. Waters up ahead. Here's Eads. Foxwell. Alvarez. Brown. They've been factors all afternoon. Birch. Picked up there by Brown nicely to keep this possession alive for Guilford. Tough defense there on the side of the Tornadoes by Gravely, and now a nice pick up there by Harvey. Harvey battling Lucas Harvey, ladies and gentlemen, the junior from Guyton, Georgia. Meanwhile, Guilford comes back up with it. 4:10 to play here, period number 3. Gabe Alvarez. Here's Seth Woods. Defended by Nate Stone. Stone. Able to tie up Woods momentarily. It'll remain Guilford ball. 3:43 to play. Period number 3. Here's Birch. Birch fires away there. That'll bounce all the way past the sideline. 23 seconds left on the shot clock for the Guilford Quaker offense. Tornadoes have done a nice job defensively this time around. Guys like Gravely, Stone, Zach Taylor. A flag flies, so we'll see what that's all about. Meanwhile, an opportunity here for Guilford. Shot there, misses, and that's going to run down the shot clock all the way to 1. So, for all practical purposes, that'll be it for that possession. Meanwhile, we'll see what the penalty's all about. So it's going to be a 1-minute penalty against the Tornadoes. Max Dorman, the guilty party. And another man-up opportunity. Meanwhile, shot clock goes off. But it'll be Guilford ball in a fresh shot clock after the penalty. So the third man-up opportunity. Tornadoes did a nice job holding pat the last time around. But a 1-minute extra man opportunity, unnecessary roughness on Dorman. 3 penalties so far for the Tornadoes, each of the 1-minute variety. As nice job there by the Tornadoes defense and picked up ultimately by Jacob Gravely. Gravely uses Hicks. Hicks plays it forward to Taylor. Tornadoes a man down. Playing it forward here. So Tornadoes with a man down opportunity. Here's Peters. And it'll be Guilford ball as Peters lost his stick there. And a timeout on the field with 2:04 to play here. Period number 3. Quakers 9. Tornadoes 2.
Graduate of the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is equipped with the core skills to be successful in any field. So what can students do after they graduate? Anything they want.
I think that Brevard College's Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is better than other programs because of the quality.
Back here at Islamel Family Field, 2:04 to play here, period number 3. Spring break for the Brevard College student body. Hope all the Tornadoes, wherever they might be, are enjoying the time of rest and relaxation, recharge for the remainder of the spring semester. Baseball team currently practicing next door to us here at Gilcone Field. They've been playing great. Tennis team down in Hilton Head Island. Women's lacrosse with a big win yesterday over Sweetbriar. They're on the road for a spring break trip as well. And meanwhile, back to action here. Here come the Tornadoes. McCormick using Peterson. Here's Kyatt. Working his way to the left. Now playing it forward to McCormick. Drew Pond. Battle for the loose ball. And still a ground ball opportunity for one of these two sides. And it's going to be Guilford possession. 1:11 to play here. Period number 3. Guilford with a 9-2 advantage. Scored 4 goals in the first, 4 goals in the second, just 1 goal here in the third. And if there's any saving grace for the Tornadoes, something to feel good about, this third period so far, 1-1. Nice save there by Hicks, but then a follow-up shot on the rebound. And there's the second goal of the period for the Quakers. Credit that one to Gavin Brown. So a multiple goal performance for Brown. He picked up that ground ball after that save by Hicks off the Birch shot and fired away for the finish. And now a 10-2 advantage. And another face-off won by the Quakers. They're trying to make some quick work there. That was Jax Atkins. There was a goalkeeper change, by the way, for Guilford. Do want to mention that. Now in goal, Darius Safavi Abasi. He already has 1 save to his credit. So wanted to keep you up to speed there as well. Meanwhile, down to the final seconds here of the third period, Guilford did some damage in the end of the second in these final seconds of a period. Tornadoes able to get the stop there, but That's going to be all she wrote for period number 3. With your score, Guilford 10, Brevard 2. Heading towards the start of the 4th period here at Islamel Family Field. Glad you're able to join us wherever you may be tuning in from for this men's lacrosse matchup, Guilford and Brevard. It's been all Guilford in this one, a 40-13 shot advantage. They've really dominated in face-offs, in particular, 13-1 the advantage there. Guilford scored 4 goals in the first period, 4 in the second, 2 in the third. Tornadoes with a goal in the first by Frankie Howard and a goal in the third by Parker Corbett. Finnegan McCormick with the assist on that second of the 2 goals for the Tornadoes. 2 teams switch sides. And here come the NATOs back the other way. But Guilford quickly with another opportunity. Count the goal. 11-2.
Quakers goal. Number 23,
Joe Hervinen with the goal there. So Hervinen, the big game here for the Quakers. Congrats once again, the women's lacrosse team, a big win yesterday. Tornadoes baseball wins a series at Berea over the weekend. Women's tennis with a big win as well to get things started in Hilton Head. Softball has been playing well as well. And another quick goal there, Guilford with Gavin Brown making it a double-digit lead, 12-2. Great to see members of the Brevard College coaching staffs here this afternoon. While the student body's on spring break, great to see coaches and administrators from throughout Brevard College making their way here to Islamel Family Field. Got Abby Pardee, the head volleyball coach of the Tornadoes in the house, also associate head coach of the men's soccer program, or actually the women's soccer program these days, Juan Mascaro Jr., as we have an injury on the field. And there's going to be a penalty coming in the meantime. It's going to be a penalty on the Tornadoes, slashing on Jacob Gravely, as head athletic trainer Noah Reisig continuing to attend to the shooken up Tornadoes. We'll try to get you a number on the injured player here. And nice applause there from Max Dorman, who's able to head towards the sidelines. But the Tornadoes will have a man-down opportunity yet again. Well, we mentioned Coach Juan Mascaro Jr. from the women's soccer program, Coach Avi Pardee from the volleyball program. Also in the house, assistant coach Annalie Bollinger from the women's basketball team. Great year for the Brevard College women's team. Also, we have head football coach Bill Kyatt, and he has a particular rooting interest as his son, Gage Kyatt, member of the Brevard College men's lacrosse team. So great to see Coach Kyatt here, and kind of a different role he takes on here at Islamel Family Field, part of the cheering section for the NATOs. Meanwhile, back to action here. It's a man-up opportunity, and able to capitalize upon it. A 13-2 advantage now. Looked like number 10, Workman. And Quakers able to take care of business on that man-up opportunity. Interestingly enough, there has not been a man-up opportunity the entire contest for the Tornadoes. No penalties for the Quakers. (13-2) your score. 12:45 to play here. Period number 4. Another opportunity here for Guilford. Fitch. Flag flies. We'll see what that's all about. Meanwhile, a finish there. The Quakers, Hervinen with the goal. Number 23, Joe Hervinen with the finish there. He's had a big game, that's for sure. And the score is now 14-2, the largest lead of the contest. Timeout on the field. Your score with 12:07 to play here, period number 4. Quakers 14. Tornadoes 2. Stick with us while at the conclusion of this one from Islamel Family Field, Brevard College men's lacrosse.
Graduate of the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is equipped with the core skills to be successful in any field. So what can students do after they graduate? Anything they want.
I think that Brevard College's Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is better than other programs because of the quality.
You're watching Brevard College men's lacrosse from Eyes Lamel Family Field. Guilford with a 14-2 lead here. 12:07 to play, period number 4. 70 degrees here in Brevard. Hazy, smoky skies due to forest fire in the region. Tornadoes trying to make something happen there. Frankie Howard now picked up by Zach Taylor. Check that. It was actually Nate Stone with that pickup. Stone still with the ball here. Stone now using McDonald. Nate Stone. Taken away by Guilford. Third goalie of the contest for Guilford into the match. Looks like Ward Baker. So third goalie of the day for Guilford. .10:40 to play here. Guilford on the attack yet again. It's Workman. Workman picks up that ground ball. 28 on the shot clock. Birch. Defended there by Taylor. Shot there and a goal. It's going to be Tanner Glasgow. Number 5, Tanner Glasgow. So now a 13-point spread. Not the result the Tornadoes were hoping for this Tuesday afternoon. Non-conference action. They've run into a tough Guilford Quakers club today. As we're now under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth period. So a penalty here, it'll be on the Tornadoes, a 30-second penalty. Atticus Cooper will head to the penalty box. He was charged with pushing. So Tornadoes will be back in action. There's 2 more weekday afternoon games coming up. Friday versus Husson. That's at 1 p.m. right here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. And another goal there for Guilford.
Number 23, Joe Vernon.
So another goal there for the Quakers. Now a 16-2 advantage. Goal there by Hervinen, assisted by Alvarez. So we mentioned the game versus Husson. That's at 1 o'clock on Friday. Husson makes the trip all the way down here to Brevard College from Maine. Has another quick goal there for Guilford. Now a 17-2 advantage. David Foxwell with the goal there. Then the Tornadoes, after having the weekend off, will be in action on Monday, March the 13th, 3 p.m. versus Point University, right here at Islamel Family Field. So games this coming Friday, 1 o'clock versus Husson here at Islamel Family Field, and then Monday the 13th at 3 p.m. And then the USA South Conference schedule begins. A trip to Huntington on Saturday, March the 18th. That's an 11 a.m. start in Montgomery, Alabama. And then the conference home opener for the Tornadoes, Tuesday the 21st at 3 p.m. at Islamel Family Field. Check out the entire schedule at bctornadoes.com. Games continue until the season finale at home here at Islamel Family Field, Senior Day on April 22nd versus Southern Virginia. 8:30 to play here. It's been all Quakers in this one. And another goal there, making it an 18-2 lead.
Quakers goal. Number 3, Seth Woods.
Seth Woods with the goal there. Quakers have really opened things up. 8 goals here in the fourth period. So the Tornadoes will regroup and then have a matchup versus Husson on Friday. Makes the trip down from Maine, looking for some warm weather. Tornadoes will look to get back on track. Hope you can come on out on Friday afternoon. And another reminder, the women's lacrosse team coming off that big win over the Vixens of Sweetbriar College will be in action tomorrow at Guilford in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's a 1 o'clock start. $7:50 to play here, period number 4. Well, congrats once again. The men's women's basketball teams making great runs in the USA South Conference tournament. Also some big-time accolades for both those programs. A couple big academic awards. Garrett Sutherland on the men's basketball team named Brevard College Academic All-District. So that makes Garrett eligible for the Academic All-American team. And then on the women's side, 4 different Tornadoes named to the Academic All-District team and will be eligible for Academic All-American consideration. McKenna Parkins, China Pouncey, Journey Tyler, and Callie Wells. So congrats to all of them. As we catch you up on some of the accolades since we talked to you last on one of these broadcasts, Olivia Miller, Women's Basketball Rookie of the Year for the USA South Conference. McKenna Parkins was named to the first team all-conference team. So congrats to all of them. And NATO Nation continues to march on. Meanwhile, we're down to the final 6 minutes and 18 seconds of this one. An 18-2 lead for Guilford as pick up there by Hervinen. He's had a huge game. And it finished there. Workman with the goal. So now a 17-goal advantage. USA South Conference Player of the Weeks were named yesterday, and that included Baseball Rookie Pitcher of the Week, Connor Crosby of the Tornadoes. Congrats to Connor as well. BCTornadoes.com, your home for all your news, stats, scores, and information. And another shot there and another finish for Guilford, who's hit the 20-goal threshold now.
Quakers gold. Number 4, Bashman Fitch.
So Bashman Fitch, with the goal there. So certainly a tough day at the office for the Tornadoes, who will regroup after this one, now trailing 20-2 here in this fourth period. Face off there, two sides battling. It's McCormick for the Nados, giving it all he has. And meanwhile, pick up here by Kyatt. Kyatt up the other way. Kyatt on the move. To his left, able to find a open teammate momentarily, but it gets past Peterson, and Guilford back with possession. Well, if you haven't done so already, as you're watching this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell. That way you'll receive all the notifications when the Tornadoes go live. Shot there off the mark. As we're now under 5 minutes left to play. And Guilford continuing on the attack here. Hervinen, he's had a big game. Here's Birch. He's played well as well. Seth Woods. Brown. Hervinen. Defended by Braden Perez. Worth mentioning, Perez wearing a different number than we typically see today, wearing 44. And a shot there. See what the ruling is. And it's a goal for Guilford. Now up 21-2. It's an injured player on the Eyes Lamel Family Field turf as well. As head athletic trainer Noah Reisig will tend to that. There's a flag on the field as well. So we'll sort this all out. Braden Perez looks like the shooken up NATO. So the goal there was by Brown. Goalie change for the Tornadoes. Scott Bundy now in goal for the Nados. Guilford's used 3 goalies. Currently Ward Baker in front of the net. That last goal by Brown, assisted by Alvarez. And the penalty on Seth Woods. So this is the first penalty of this contest for Guilford. There's been 5 penalties on the Tornadoes, resulting in 270 seconds of man-up time for Guilford. And now Guilford in a man-down situation, able to get a goal there. as Cam Walters, sophomore from Greensboro, able to get it done. So the penalty will continue, a man-down situation for Guilford as they score the goal there. See if the Tornadoes can do something with this man-up situation in the meantime. There's still, I would think, at least the majority of the penalty time remaining. Face-off won, however, by Atkins of Guilford. Three minutes to play here. Period number 4. It's been all Guilford in this one. 57 shots for the Quakers. And the Tornadoes will regroup and look forward to Friday. Hope you can perhaps come visit us here at Brevard College. Check out a game here at the Eyes Lamel Family Field facility. If you haven't been here in recent years, some major upgrades. Not just to Eyes Lamel Family Field and the fan experience here, but also the new field house for the student athletes here at Brevard College. New dorms as well. And shot clock violation there, so it'll be a Tornado possession going back the other way. Down to our final 2 minutes of this one. It's been all Guilford. 8-1 lead at the half, and Guilford's really opened things up here in the fourth quarter. Fairly even period in period number 3 as Guilford with a 2-1 advantage in that stanza. But a tough Guilford club here that the Tornadoes have squared off against. As a goal there for the Nados. Finish there. Nate Stone with the finish. So great to see that from Nate Stone, able to get that goal with 1 minute and 18 seconds left to play. Down to our final 65 seconds. Tornadoes and Quakers. Some spring break action here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Workman. Fitch. So we're down to 40 seconds to play. Scott Bundy in goal for the Nados. Jack Hicks, starting goalkeeper. Played the majority of this contest. So we're down to the final 20 seconds to play. As time ticks away here, down to the final 10 seconds, and Guilford's going to head back to Greensboro. The sizable victory here over the Tornadoes. Quakers 22, Tornadoes 3.
Full-time score here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Tornadoes 3, Quakers 20.
And hope you can see us on Friday when the Tornadoes take on Husson at 1 p.m. here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. That's when the Tornadoes will be back in action, so they'll regroup and host Husson on Friday. Hope you can either check us out here live or on this YouTube channel for that one. But this one goes to the way of the Guilford Quakers. 22-3 your final. It was 4-1 at the end of 1, 8-1 at the end of 2. A tight third period where Guilford outscored Brevard 2-1. But then the fourth period, a 12-1 onslaught. Really running away with this one. Guilford, 57-14 shot advantage, 21-5 in face-offs. Tornadoes, 19 of 26 in clears, did force 26 turnovers by Guilford. Penalties were a story in this one, and there weren't that many penalties. Brevard, 5 penalties for 270 minutes, but just 1 penalty by Guilford that came in the fourth period. Guilford used 3 different goalkeepers, Dellinger, Safavi, Abbasi, and Baker. Tornado starting goalkeeper Jack Hicks, he had 14 saves. Scott Bundy played the final 4 minutes. Leading scorer for Guilford was Joe Hervinen with 6 goals, 1 assist. Gavin Brown had 5 goals and 4 assists. Woods, Workman, and Walters all with 2 goals as well. Fitch, Glasgow, Alvarez, Birch, and Foxwell each with a goal. Tornadoes had 3 goals. Frankie Howard opened the scoring for the NATOs, and then Parker Corbett delivered, and then Nate Stone with a goal here in the fourth period. Credit and an assist to Finnegan McCormick as well. Leading ground ball pickup came from Lucas Harvey of the Tornadoes with 4 of those. So that'll just about do it for all of us here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Men's Lacrosse. Hope to see you Friday when the Tornadoes host Husson, who make the trip down from Maine. Want to thank everybody helping us behind the scenes. Public address announcer Scott Douglas, also Joseph Marvin handling all the numbers as well. And appreciate you, NATO Nation, for continuing to support these student athletes here at Brevard College. So that'll do it for us here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Your final score for the final time: Guilford 22, Brevard 3. Have a very pleasant rest of your Tuesday. Go Tornadoes!